don't know how long it takes to kick in, but this is all a learning curve.
It is.
And we'll just see if it takes a while here. Okay. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We have been disastrously trying to A, get internet, B, figure out a new podcast host since ours buried us, and C, take our old asses into this century.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
I'm in this century.
my ass isn't
I'm in the 20th century. Where are you?
And we're hoping that this is going to work. We'll see. And so far, I'm not seeing us on the screw tubes. It streamed last time. But we are now using Rumble Studio, which looks a lot easier in conjunction with OBS to get things going. And I'm hoping beyond hope that
Melanie Hope.
that this is going to be the way that we do it. So right now, you're just going to have to forgive us as we try to figure out what we're doing.
Once we get it figured out, it'll be our regular haunt.
It'll be our thing.
Yeah.
Until then, it's a lot of our streams are going to be very similar to this. What we're hoping is to get this all. We are live on Twitter though. Yeehaw! Okay, I'm sorry. X. We're Xing on X thing, and this is happening, folks. This is happening. So here we are live on X. I just switched the screen to see how far behind.
I'm showing us live on Rumble on my screen.
Okay.
Okay.
And it is quite a ways behind though, because it's not showing the screen that I just changed. So I don't know how much of a lag. There it goes. Okay. So that's a significant lag, but that's okay, because that means if I have messed up, I'm still not showing us on the screw tubes.
Meh.
It could very well be. Oh, no, it is showing us. There we are. Okay, but it's not showing our. Oh, no, I think we're live. Okay, so we're live on the screw tubes. We're live on X. We should be live on the locales. And we are live on Rumble. And we are even live on Twitch, believe it or not. So here we are. Folks can join our stream. Folks can see us everywhere. As this is recording, we'll see how it sounds. And we even have something to talk about. I mean, this and so much
something
more.
Something to actually talk about. This is...
Okay, so I'm going to pop this in here real quick. And we're going to go ahead and... Let's see. It's supposed to fit in there. I don't know why it's not fitting in there. Let's make this fit in there. Why is it so big? Oh, I know why. Because I was putting a... Oh, I guess I can turn that off. And it doesn't... Okay. Don't mind me. I'm just messing with stuff right now. I'm going to bring this in here. Make it not quite so ginormous. And fit it in there. And that should be nicey fitty. Okay, so we're going to try to play a video that we hopefully won't get DMCA'd over, but I see people do this all the time. So we're going to see if we can do this. And thank you so much for your patience, folks. Now we will be able to have our chat option both in Rumble and the screw tubes and possibly even locals. I'll figure out how to get to those.
And we're going to keep up with all three chats at the same time?
We're going to give it our best shot. Okay. Right now we have an audience, so that's exciting. It's probably you.
It's probably me. Yeah, I would imagine.
It's probably you. And yeah. So here we are.
I'll have to start my own. I have to have my own account on Rumble too.
Yeah. Well, definitely our home is mainly going to be Rumble. All right. So let's give this a shot. I'm going to play this video. None of these candidates. When is she going to give up? I mean, seriously, when is she going to give up? And
Okay, so let me review. She won second place to none of the
to
above.
none of the above, literally.
Well, that's one thing for you can say about Nikki Haley. She is second to none. Anyway, hey,
You've been holding that one all day, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been locked up all day and it's just, had to unleash.
Well,
so,
congratulations, Nikki. You came in second to. I mean, they didn't even write anybody in. They just said none of these.
Yeah.
So,
well,
I'm hoping you can answer my question
Yeah.
because you are so much older and wiser than me.
uh-huh.
Why are they doing that hokey primary thing that they've never done before? And Nikki isn't even going to go to the caucus, so she can't win Nevada no matter what.
Mhm.
So, what was the point of that other than to just humiliate her?
Honestly, they were trying to rig the primary so that Trump wouldn't be able to be voted for. That's
But
my
that wasn't even
understanding.
where they get their delegates.
I know.
So,
But the thing is, I mean, the caucus system, and I said on an earlier show that I did caucus once for the Democratic Party in Washington State when I lived there, and it's a really interesting way of doing things. I don't know how familiar you are with it, but
no, I've never.
basically
I've
people
never
get
caucused.
together and they talk and they discuss why a certain candidate should win. Now, basically, this whole contest up until now, all of the debates, all of the primaries, anything that did not include Trump was like an Olympics that had the silver medal as the highest award. It's like Trump is going to win in tomorrow's caucus in Nevada. Just it's a slam
given.
dunk.
Yeah, it's a
given.
slam dunk. The question is, can he win?
Well, we have to take it one state at a time, literally. So we'll have to see what happens. I mean, we'll see. I don't think that. I mean, and of course, on the Democratic side, Biden won. In fact, the press is acting like there's no other candidates at all on the Democratic side.
Well, there are, and they're alive, unlike their candidate.
Yeah, he's a stiff. He's a total stiff. Anyway,
just so frustrating. I mean, it's so frustrating that they are literally running a corpse and pretending like Trump is, evil Nazi bad man. And it's really funny because they'll say, "Oh, he's evil, nasty, and bad, and this and that," and like
and all
really?
kinds of things.
And the things that they're upset about aren't even real.
Yeah,
that's what's the frustrating part.
He'll destroy democracy. Yeah, like he did the first time.
Haven't been absolutely, killing yourself trying to do that yourself.
But I just find it so interesting. I think Ms. Haley, despite her accomplishments in the past, I think she's completely delusional about any opportunity to win. I mean, the only reason she's in second place is because DeSantis dropped out and Vivek's no longer in play. So, yeah, I mean, yes, she's winning delegates, but Trump wins more every single time. And so, I'll just congratulate the Donald in advance for tomorrow's caucuses.
I just think it's silly that, I mean, she literally just humiliated herself, and I can't understand what her motivation.
Oh, she likes the attention, and there's always a possibility. What happened if something unfortunate was to befall our friend Donald,
Yeah, which we all know is going to happen.
So,
I mean,
Vivek said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah,
and
they're not even trying to hide it.
Yeah. So we'll have to see what happens. I would not vote for her under any circumstances. I tend to vote third party anyway, and I'm still considering the possibility this time around, but we'll see. I do not want Biden to win because I think that'd be the death knell for our country. I really do.
Yeah, he has no interest in our country.
He has no interest in much of anything. He's a puppet. I mean, people used to say that about George W. Bush too. That he's a puppet.
Well, he's barely alive is the problem. I mean, the man. I think it's elder abuse, frankly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think what they're doing to him. I mean, granted, he's a a jerk. And
Well, that arrogance is born of being in political office for 50 years. You know, when you've done
yeah,
that, you develop. You're just arrogant. It happens. It's a matter of. I mean, basically, most of our Congress people and senators they're in for life. Basically,
which is not how
it's the ruling
democracy
political
is
class. It's
supposed to
just
work.
it has the veneer of the democratic process, but they get so entrenched and they get big money from their donors and the corporate donors and lobbies and unions and all of that. And, you know, so, and they can use and abuse that. So
It's really, I'm
I don't mean
so,
to be depressing. I don't want to be a downer here.
well, and as I know we can get kicked off of pretty much every platform by saying this, but it's so frustrating knowing that he wasn't voted in. He
Yeah.
wasn't. And
Yeah.
nothing anybody will say will convince me that we have that many people willing to destroy the country because they believe what the boob tube says about the evil orange man. I mean, I can't bring myself to believe that our nation is that stupid. And yet I have to. I mean, I don't have a choice. I that many people voted for a literal corpse. And the thing is, Biden has been corrupt his entire career.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the man has never met a bribe that he didn't love.
Yeah.
And they're acting like, he's somehow magically better now or something. And the whole thing about, oh, the stutter. Oh, he never had a stutter. He's always been a moron. That comedians used to make fun of him.
Including a certain Robin Williams.
Yeah.
You can look it up on YouTube, folks.
I mean, literally made fun of him because he was stupid. He's been known as stupid, and he's lied his entire career. He lied about, I mean, practically drove this guy to suicide, lying about the truck driver that his wife ran a stop sign in front of. He was not drunk. He was not charged with anything. And yet Biden basically ruined this man, saying that he drank his lunch, which wasn't even true, made that up. Just this week, he lied about his son Bo dying in Iraq. He didn't.
Again.
And people are always carrying his water. Oh, well, what he means is, his time there made him get cancer. It's like, the burning pits do not give you brain cancer. They give you respiratory cancer. But they'll take anything. I mean, they're so desperate, and I don't get it.
They're running out of straws to grasp.
It's pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of pretty bad and really crap ass policies, let's talk about this migration bill, because people are pretending like this is an actual.
What does it? By the way, you've gone over it more than I have.
Or this border bill or whatever.
What exact? How much actually goes to immigration?
So it's, what is it? 180 billion, if I recall.
Now, as I recall, there
and 20 of it goes to the so-called border, not to build a wall or patrol it or keep people out or close it down or anything, but to process them, give them free phones, transport them wherever they want to go, and more agents there to just fill out paperwork is basically what it is.
So more sandwich feeders. Okay.
Yeah. All the rest goes to Ukraine and Israel and whatever other war Biden has started in the next 5 minutes. So it's not a border bill. It's not an immigration reform bill. It's none of those things. And people are acting like you're American if you don't, vote for it. And it's just insane what is in this thing. I have an article up here where they're trying to talk about, let's see, who is this? This is Bright. Do we trust Breitbart?
Breitbart is mostly trustworthy. I mean, it's definitely biased right wing, but
okay. Well, let's see what they say. Emergency National Security Supplemental Appropriations Act.
Oh, God.
Seriously. It's a 370-page bill. Now, I know Nancy's never finished a romance novel, much less a 370-page bill. She probably, finishes her vodka and drops her book in the bathtub before her husband comes out with a hammer and his boyfriend. All right, it's accompanied by a multi-billion appropriations bill intended to fund the resources needed to register, release, transport, and house migrants in America's coastal cities and inland communities. That's literally all it's doing. It's not doing anything on the border. So they keep saying bipartisan, comprehensive border bill, blah, blah. It's not. It's not. It just isn't. Okay, Democrats are touting the bill as a fix for President Joe Biden's terrible poll numbers. Not if anybody's paying attention. He's the most... the nice thing is Carter can go to his grave knowing that he is no longer known as the worst.
He wasn't the worst at the time he was president.
Yeah.
It'd be Calvin Coolidge.
Well,
but...
I mean, in our lifetime.
Oh, in our lifetime.
Okay, in my lifetime.
The only other ones in my lifetime were Lyndon Johnson, who got us deeper and deeper into the Vietnam War, and Richard Nixon, who didn't do anything to stop it until it was way too late. So, yeah.
Wow, we have a Twitch. Well, hi, Twitch. Welcome. This is exciting.
This is our first broadcast on Twitch.
This is our maiden voyage, and we've
our
never
virgin
even been,
territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So whoever's watching on Twitch, this is exciting. I have no idea how to get into the chat, but it's pretty exciting.
We're
somebody here.
Yeah, we're new here.
We can hear ourselves. Well, hey, at least I know it's live in real time.
Now all I need to do is start gaming.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that. Well, we are kind of gaming. We're gaming the system. So
yeah,
hello Twitch audience. This is exciting. Okay, our very, very first time ever streaming on Twitch, and we actually got an audience. So this is exciting. Whoever you are, say hi. Okay, well, we just wanted to pop in here and see if this works. We are using the Rumble Studio, which is phenomenally easy.
Okay, I'll have to learn it because I'll be using.
I'm using that in conjunction with OBS, which I was going to try to multi-stream from, and that was an absolute unmitigated disaster. But when I heard about the Rumble Studio, I'm like, I wonder if I can use OBS as a virtual camera so I can do all the screen share type stuff. And lo and behold, it wakes. So
it really does wake.
If our Starlink stays up and holds, we are going to have an honest to goodness real live show on Sunday.
On Sunday like we always do.
Yeah. And we have an amazing interview coming up that we'll probably release separately because it lasted for 2 hours. So we'll probably break that up a little bit, but it was an incredible guest.
Yeah, great.
Can't wait to talk about him.
Great guy.
But we'll probably release that as its own separate entity rather than run it during the show because it was really informative, very fun, and we'll definitely have him on again. Anything else you want to say?
Just that it was a pleasure speaking to you all for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us on our test stream. God bless. And look, let me see if this works. I'm going to play the closing because I'm learning how to do this now. Here we go. That was not the closing.
And that's why we can't have nice things. Oh, well.
Let's try hitting the eyeball. There we go.
Excellent. Okay. I'm going to bed now.
You just said that all into the mic.
I'm going to bed now, folks. Good night, everybody.